Hi, you guys. It's Tiara, and I am back with a channeled message. So, take what resonates, leave what does not. Remember, the energy can be interchangeable. So, it could be your energy or somebody who is lingering in your energy, all right? May or may not be your story, all right? I may not be the reader for you. But this is what I'm picking up on. So, for the past 2 days, a song by Fantasia has been in my head, and it's called Without Me. And what I'm getting is that first, pause and go listen to that song and then start the reading back, okay? But what I am picking up on is that there was a relationship, something ended due to a betrayal, and this could have been a long time coming. Where a lot of you, this is going to be family members. This is a father figure, an authority, maybe an old boss. This could also be like an uncle, grandpa. And then if this is a woman, this is a masculine presenting woman or a woman that's showing up to you who is really like in her ego, maybe even like a little bit entitled, okay? But it's up for you to figure it out. But it's coming across kind of like a head game because this person feels like you wouldn't be where you are. You will not be coming into the stability that you are coming into if it wasn't for them. They feel like they have had some type of influence in regards to whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, they're watching you, and that's why they feel like this. And I don't think that you are in communication with them at all, but they are watching you and they know what's coming into your life. And it's kind of like, I feel like people want you to pay homage. You know what I'm saying? Like, where would you be without me? You blowing up just a little. And even that part right there, the just a little, it's like you trying to belittle what the fuck, what I got going on. Like, is that what this is? How you going to belittle something that somebody else got going on, but then in the same breath you want to be a part of it? Make it make sense, okay? And the energy that I'm picking up on is like, whatever it was, you ain't cut this person off because you were being mean, because you were being selfish. No, it's because you learned something from them. You learned something. You stepped back and you saw a situation for what it was, and you saw it very clearly. You viewed somebody as childish. Everything that they were going through, it was due to their own due diligence. And I was just thinking earlier today, like, if this is a parent, you know, okay, being a parent and doing what you're supposed to do as a parent does not mean that your child is in debt to you for the remainder of their lives. Like, you don't get cool points for doing the things you have to do. Like, I don't go around bragging about, oh, I paid my rent this month. I'm supposed to. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing, don't get me wrong, that I'm able to do so. But at the end of the day, I don't even give myself kudos for things that are just like normal. Like, I never go off and be like, "Oh, I'm an independent woman." Da 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 da. Because it's like, well, you everybody is supposed to take care of themselves, men and women. You're supposed to be independent until it's time to be interdependent. It's not a flex. You know what I'm saying? But this person is sitting back thinking about you. I mean, freaking obsessed. Eight of Swords is out, freaking obsessed with what it is that you have going on. And honestly, they might not even know the full picture because y'all not talking. You at a distance. They don't even know. They're just spectating and coming up with their own stories and narratives in their head. But yeah, I do see that this is somebody that you've had a significant relationship with, or you have just spent a significant time around them. That's why I say for some of you, it could be like a boss or an authority figure. Because I mean, when you spend 40 plus hours a week with people, I mean, they can linger in your energy. It doesn't matter if they're really family or not. They're gonna be in your energy. But this could even, be For some of you, an organization that feels like, oh, you should give back or you should, I don't know. But there's something about reaching back here. But again, there's a lesson that you have learned surrounding connections. And I think you're just very protective of yourself, right? You know the type of head games and mind games that people try to play. I call it people playing on the mirror. They're playing on the perspective and saying, well, I see this one way, even though you see it another. How I think, just stand in your perspective, especially if you're the one that people are thinking that, is acting funny or whatever. Let them think whatever it is they want to think. Because if they can tell that something good is coming for you, you must be doing something right. So I'm going to keep trusting myself. Obviously, it's already in the air. Even if it hasn't manifested yet, obviously it's already there, right? Oh my gosh, but I do see there is a commitment coming in also. So for some of you, this could be an ex-husband. I'm getting specifically an ex-husband because it's a relationship that carries weight. It's just not a boyfriend kind of thing. They feel like you wouldn't have got nowhere without them or without their help, without their influence, without their resources, without their finances, without their support. Even if this person or these people only gave you like emotional support, they waiting on that mess to translate into pentacles in return from you. Okay? They giving you air, they want you to give them earth. Period. It's not it's not equal. That does not equate fair exchange, no robbery. And I really do feel like in the past here, you both have helped each other out. I feel like the relationship was reciprocal. But once you started to do, or once they perceived you to be doing just a little bit better, because remember, and they had to try to belittle you at the same time, when they perceive you as doing just a little bit better, now it's like, oh, you owe me more than what I owe you, or you owe me more than what you've already put into this situation. But see, the thing is, they don't want support from you. They want resources, finances, stability, things that they can never give you, or if they would, or if they could, my apologies, they wouldn't. Very simple. What goes around comes around. 808 on the clock. I can't make this up. Hello. Okay. Let me like pull a formal spread because I was just letting the cards fall. Okay, Spirit. Give me some more details about this channeled message, Spirit. Give me some more details. I do not consent to distortion, chaos. Only clarity is welcome here under my divine authority. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's see what else is going on with this, y'all, because this is crazy. And the part that's really getting me is the fact that, like, I don't like when people try to belittle me. Like, the devil as the overall energy, I can't make this up. I can't make this up. I'm telling you. Okay, the star, Eight of Pentacles, Judgment, boom, boom, boom. Listen, the thing is, here's the issue, y'all. The thing is, you got somebody who got you on a pedestal in their head, period. They viewing you like a magnet, a star. Like you are just calling in everything you want. You are being recognized by other people. You are coming into a period of more visibility, even if it hasn't happened yet. It is coming and it can be felt in the ethers. You are also coming up into a period. Hold on. Sorry. Let me say this. This how you gonna know who it is. You dealing with somebody who don't want to work. They don't want to work. And that's cool. You don't have to work, but you do need to figure out how to generate income. But this is somebody who tries to always duck and dodge being accountable. This is somebody who, is too lazy to create on their own. Confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. And they have the ability to. They have the ability. They just made a decision to stay wherever it is that they are because they are cuffed to their comfort. That is what we are dealing with here. Okay? We are dealing with another group of people who want to attach themselves to the collective. That's what we're dealing with for stability, for resources, for whatever. Whether you got it or not, it don't even matter because baby, you look like money. Okay? That's what's going that's what's going on here. They gonna manifest the money for you because they believe it. They gonna manifest it for you. This is why I'm like, you guys have to practice alchemy. Come over to the Balance Fam. We talk about transmuting energy all the time. Okay. So make sure you're signed up for at least the free tier so you can get a few gems, right? But yeah, alchemize that energy. They're already manifesting for your behalf. Start claiming it. Start telling people you're rich. Just go around say it. They already believe it anyway. Walk in it. Operate like it. Okay. I also, for some of you, if this energy isn't, is someone else, like a third party energy to you, and this is them projecting energy on to you, that was your first story. I'm going to read this another way though, because if you are a cross watcher and you are listening to this for somebody else, then it's you. And so I want to talk directly to you really quickly. Listen, nobody owes you anything, especially not the collective, okay? I'm looking at a group of people who have put in so much work and who have intentionally put in a lot of work to get where they are. So I don't know, okay, because this devil energy, I'm gonna keep it real. What's coming up, clarifying this devil energy towards Knight of Pentacles, the world. I feel like, look, Five of Pentacles here. I'm picking up on this energy, whether it's said or not, King of Cups. So maybe you're just keeping it to yourself, like, well, the cross watching energy is like, well, if I can't be a part of it, if I can't have none, they can't have none either. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Focus on yourself, babe. And for some of you, this is just going to be off the cross watcher. For some of you, this is just going to be like a bitter ex. So if you had an ex and they were with you through like rough times and you went back to them when things were a little shaky, and now that you're getting on your feet, if you done broke up with them, they feel like you would not be nowhere. You would not be who you are today or where you are if it was not for them. Because according to their energy, they was footing the bill. They were helping you out while making it seem like you were the one doing everything and giving you the credit on the forefront. This is how this person is thinking. Like, I've been the real boss this whole time, not them. However, if that's how you feel, then why did you go along with that fake narrative and now you want to say something now? That tells me a lot about your character. Take it how it resonates, okay? Take it how it resonates. And this is really, if this is an ex, this is giving me like placeholder energy, right? You be there holding the man down. I keep telling women, y'all better stop being a ride or die because Tiara ain't a ride or die. Mm-mm. If I start having to figure out if I'm gonna ride or die, I'm gonna ride right on up out of here. Cause why are we even in this situation where we have to make decisions like this? That's crazy to me. But anyway, I feel like because there's a lot of jealousy, insecurity, and also obsession here, being obsessed with what someone else is calling in and bringing in and being obsessed with somebody else's destiny, this is becoming like it's just a toxic situation, extremely toxic. But yeah, this is how someone is thinking, like, I know the real you. That faking gonna kill you. Boy, I know the real you. That's how the song is going. But don't just like, it's not about the gender, right? She's talking about a masculine energy. Masculine energy can relate to, like, physical things, resources, finances, whatever. Okay, so this could be for a man or a woman as far as who it relates to. But the thing is about what you're building, the resource. That's the masculine energy, right? Anyway, I would say make sure you protect yourself and whatever you're doing, because this is the energy of somebody that, like, if you got famous tomorrow, they will be the first one to do an interview being like bashing you. And they would spend their whole lives like just talking about you. Who else does that? I do, some of the things she says is really good, but then it's like, okay, you always talking about these people. What's that lady? She always be talking about Jay-Z and what they did. She used to sing in the Roots. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Her. This person is gonna end up like them and making money by talking about you. The the topic I'm the topic of your conversation every day. It's crazy. And they're watching you online, Eight of Wands in the world. I can't make this up. They're stalking you, love. They're stalking you. But anyway, keep doing what you're doing, because if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. If you ain't got people jealous of you, then what are you doing? Hey, if you got 5 haters today, then you need to get 5 more tomorrow. All right. I'm going to go. If you want a personal reading, if you need a brand reading, the details are in the description with how to get in contact with me and also in the bio. All right. Bye.